morning.
Welcome to Fun Facts Friday.
Yay!
We are all the way live, and our virtual. We are going on a trip in our favorite
Woo-hoo. Where we going, Sissy?
We are going to an anniversary parade, celebrating 60 years of marriage. Who would have thought that, people still there that long?
Wow. Wow.
Before we get there, we'll take a break once we get there. Everyone will be joining in the places. But let's start saying, wait, today is and it's National Chocolate Day.
I have some cookies right here. Look, right there.
Those are my homemade chocolate cookies.
Yeah.
And then it's Pizza Party Day.
So,
And today is Bike to Work Day.
not a biker.
Well, a lot of biking now because that's the best way to get around. Biking, getting some exercise, getting out and out. Hi. Today is also Endangered Species Day. Endangered species, we nowadays endangered species. Truth be told, people get sick, unfortunately, dying, and we are an endangered species. But I did find that there is a site, endangered.org, where you can get some more information on some of the animals that are considered endangered species. I looked at the site, and I was surprised, actually. There are a lot of different animals that are endangered. I'm just surprised to see how many are truly endangered. The first one I thought of was the eagle. And, we hear about the eagle being an endangered species the most. And
Right.
I don't know. That's a rare one.
Well, and they say polar bears are becoming extinct as well.
Really?
Because the ice is melting in the Antarctica. So it's with the ice and everything melting there, it's causing them not to multiply.
Wow. You hear that, Marshall? Wait. No. Please.
But
hard to be a hero. Hopefully everyone can hear me.
I can't.
Okay, I'm back. I lost you guys for a second. So, what were you saying about the eagle?
I said it's hard to be an eagle. That's probably why they're becoming endangered.
Why is it hard to be an eagle? Isn't it just like another bird flying in the sky?
I think if we studied the characteristics of an eagle, not too many people want to be that way. They usually don't fly in flocks. Never hear a flock of eagles.
So they're loners?
Yeah. They're usually alone with their family. They stay with mates for life.
That's a lesson to be taught in its prime example. We're going to the anniversary 60 years. There must be some eagles. They've been staying with their mate.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
60 years.
Patrick, can you unmute yourself? We can't hear you.
Oh, That
I
There
I hear
go.
you.
Okay.
Okay, we hear you now.
See, so they stay with each other for life, and they're don't flocks. Okay. I like being around people, but I guess if you consider a flock, like flying in flock would be close people to you and people that are like in your circle. So I don't know. I have a small circle.
yeah, that's very. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very interesting fact about eagles, and then to get the perspective that was just given, that says a lot, and it has you reflect and think about, do you really want to be an eagle? And when are you an eagle? And are you able to fly, alone and be? And it talks about loyalty. It talks about a whole lot of stuff there. That's a good one. Hi, Marshall. You an eagle? Or you
Marshall said, I'm just a dog.
yeah.
We're going to have Marshall lady get together. Whew. I don't know. Lady's a lot older than Marshall. Lady might say he's a little too active. Lady's, she almost 100 years old, a dog years, so she chills. She just wants to sit and crochet and just sit in her rocking chair. Just be cool. She could be a cougar, though.
But we heard about her getting in a group of other dogs that were friskier than her, and she got them under control.
She did. I had yes. Uncle Derek, I forget his name, but he does. If you're interested in dog training, he does dog training, and for the Belgian Malinois, and they were puppies, and he had dog stats for me, and that lady had said the little dogs, the younger dogs were barking, they were all over. She barked a couple times, and they calmed down. Like, she said, look, sit down, be still, and then they start falling around. So I guess that natural mothering instinct that she was like, look, this is not how you should be acting, and people, and she was fine. Yep.
Well, I tell you what, I cannot wait for Lady and Marshall to be introduced, because he needs a lot of it.
He needs a lot.
He needs a lot of it. He understands.
Maybe you go to Disneyland or Disney World.
You said what?
Maybe when you guys go to Disneyland or Disney World, we'll have the dogs sit and get them together or something.
Oh yes, that'll work. That'll work. This is a dog-friendly environment. Well, let me speak for.
Speaking of Disney World.
Let me speak for 4 of the Odoms. Yeah, I can't speak for all 5 of us.
Oh, I wanted to get. You know what? Speaking of Disney World, well, we're gonna pause real quick. We're gonna switch. Let me switch cameras so you guys can see. See, this is when family comes together. Even though we are shelter in place, we know we have to stay in our car. Hold on. We have to stay in our car when we're driving, but I'm about to flip the camera around. I'm trying to flip the camera around.
Yeah, get this.
There we go.
That's cool.
So I show you guys all up the street.
Wow.
We're here celebrating 60 years.
Woo!
Whole chain of balloons out.
That's
The
amazing.
car is decorated. Yes, we were saying how 60 years of marriage is an accomplishment. Woo-hoo! Here's one of your flags. Woo-hoo! We're massive.
Did we have some really some other stuff? The balloon thrower. Woohoo! Hey!
Okay. Papers are flying out the car.
Uh-oh.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. So back to
Where's my car?
the Disneyland. Did you know that when you go to Disneyland, when's the last time you've been to Disneyland? It's been a long time since I've been to Disneyland or Disney World. But I had to think about it when I read it. They don't have mosquitoes. You don't see many mosquitoes and flies flying around at Disneyland or Disney World.
You know
You know why?
Any
Any
idea?
idea?
Well, I do have an idea, but mine would be peanuts. So I'm gonna wait for you to tell me.
What?
What's your idea?
I saw your fun fact, so I think that
Is that me?
Yeah.
I saw your fun fact.
Well,
and I want to be enlightened with everyone else.
You know it. Well, because it's the happiest place on earth.
card. I had
She
an
did because it's the
anniversary card
happiest
in
place
here.
on earth.
Didn't you fly out?
Which is one reason. What's your reason, Patrick?
You know, my reason is because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know, that was a good one because it's the happiest place on earth. Come on.
Yep. I thought it was maybe because the mouse ate him. You know, Mickey got hungry and started eating the mosquitoes up. But that wasn't it either. So I had to do a little more research. And I went to thefreshtoast.com. And they said that there is a whole process that the park uses that includes spraying the park with insecticide, growth regulators, and maintaining natural predators. So one of them is they spray the insecticide. Then they also make sure that they don't have any bodies of just sitting water. So if you notice, whenever there's water, there's a fountain or some way that the water is flowing. So it's not sitting, attracting mosquitoes.
So it's constantly moving.
Yep, the water's constantly moving. So that sort of slows the mosquitoes down. They also have, they also have the insect, there's a pungent smelling plant that diffuses a garlicky smell throughout the park. And so they say the amount that they use is so small that the humans can't smell it. So we're not walking around smelling garlic while we're there, but it's strong enough that the mosquitoes can smell it.
And probably if we do smell it, we probably think it's those fries.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. We would think it's just the food that's cooking, but it's really a plant that to repel the mosquitoes.
Wow.
And also, they keep chicken coops because chickens eat mosquitoes. So we can't see them, but behind some of the fixtures and different things, there's chicken coops all around the park to eat the mosquitoes.
Really?
Yeah, pretty interesting, isn't it?
That is very so. Disney World got a whole bunch of chickens just in food.
Say that again?
So Disney World got a whole bunch of chickens somewhere around there, we don't know.
Yep. And it's probably so noisy we don't hear the noise when the chickens are making noise, so we don't notice it.
Wow. You know what? That is all right. You know what? Thumbs up to Disney because mosquitoes, those things are annoying.
Yeah, they can be. And also, if you find somebody that sells Avon, I'm going to put a plug in for Avon. Avon Skin So Soft will repel the mosquitoes. And it's a lotion or the oil, either one. But that smell, I know my dad used to put it on when he goes fishing, and we put that Skin So Soft on, and it helps stop the mosquitoes from coming.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's a cheap way, especially when summertime comes.
Yeah, and that's what I used to put on the kids before we went fishing because I didn't want all that repellent on them. Because, you know, they were young. They had to go fishing.
I tell you what, well, if you,
I remember going
with that plug, if you know someone who sell Avon, and I want to give me a couple bottles of Skin So Soft because I don't like mosquitoes.
Okay, I'll find the one and let you know.
Right.
Avon calling.
Right?
But you know what? Also, the city of the Disneyland Park, it they keep trash cans every 30 feet.
That's right. So that they don't get attracted to the trash. Forgot about that too. So Disney made it a point. They are serious about making sure there are no mosquitoes around.
Wow.
We're looking for what job?
Okay.
Yeah, rushing card. You
Okay.
just got it in.
I know.
Yes.
Am I? Was it best to go? We have to talk at just a moment.
Okay. You gonna go play? Huh?
So, Patrick, you traveled the world, right?
Yes, I have.
So, can you imagine one of those countries you traveled to without trees?
Hey.
Without
flashes.
trees?
Got it.
Without
Without trees. Yeah,
that is hard to
Any one of
imagine
those
a country with
places.
without trees.
Remember, not having trees.
I know, that's really no shade, right?
Right.
Well, guess what?
What's that?
There are 4 countries that have no trees.
And that makes no sense to me. But okay. Not you
So,
tell me not
if you
one
want-
tree. Not one tree.
Not one tree.
Wow.
Not one tree.
Wow.
Not one tree. So
Wow.
there's no shade.
Well, let's
What
get
about
into that.
bushes?
You know
Huh?
what? I guess it could be bushes, but
Well,
bushes would really
They do
get
have
shade.
Don't get tall enough. Huh?
There are
Yeah.
bushes. There are bushes.
So
So what are those countries?
Yeah, so what are those countries so I know not to go?
So, at least I know. Greenland. Greenland has no green, huh? No, a land with no trees. So how can it be Greenland with no green trees?
Exactly.
So what we were just talking about, but maybe it's green bushes and Greenland.
So I have a fun fact about that. So
Okay.
What is that?
there is an Air Force base in Greenland, and there's an Air Force base in Iceland. And the place that you would like to go, the destination of choice, is actually Iceland because it's warmer and nicer in Iceland than it is Greenland. So I think I under well, at least I've never been there, but that was the going rate, you know, as far as getting orders and stuff. You wanted to go to Iceland instead of Greenland. But I see why if Greenland doesn't have any trees. Stop biting me.
Right. And Qatar is another one. It's just all desert.
I've been there.
Qatar gets hot too, doesn't it? It gets hot. It gets very hot.
Yes, it does.
Remember when we used to do our tours around the world? Qatar was one of them. And there were no trees.
Wow.
Wow.
That
Maybe there's a lot of man-made shade. There has to be some kind of shade because to have no trees in that hot of a desert, that seems like that would be, I don't know how people would live and survive in that.
So I do know that there's shade, and you're correct. There's man-made shade. I was there for about 6 months, and I just didn't. I mean, that is a great fact. I did not realize that there was no trees, but I was in Doha, Qatar, and we nicknamed it Dohat because it was hot. I mean, it was hot, but again, it makes sense. No trees, no shade, except for what man makes.
No shade.
Right.
So you experienced that up front and personal.
Oh yes, I was there from. Let's see, I left from February of 2014 until July the 4th, 2014. So I was there in the heat.
But did you go to the market?
Yes, I did. I loved the market. I loved the market. I believe they were called the souks.
Yes.
The souks.
Yes.
And you know, every weekend we would go out. We called it dining in Doha. It was some of the some of the most amazing food that I've ever had, and yeah, it was great.
So the third one is the most magical place. So they say, but it's Fargo Island.
What was that?
Fargo Island.
Okay. Huh.
Congratulations!
I'm taking pictures.
Happy anniversary!
I don't know if it's video or pictures. We just talking.
Oh, here's a
Happy
video.
Uh-oh. We talking about yelling. She said I didn't get that. Oh, yeah, we're talking about masks. Hold on.
No famous couple! Yeah. Okay, is the last one?
I look like I'm in guitar, huh? No, we don't have to have it on in the car.
I didn't think so.
I just put it on just so
I
they,
be-
when
I
they
be
watch
seeing
the video, they
people
can remember.
Yeah,
So
that's
when
what I
they see the
did.
video, they gonna remember. Yeah, that
That's
was
what I
that
did.
quarantine year. Everybody had to wear their mask.
So the last one is Haiti.
Now that one right there, Haiti, I had to look that one up because Haiti, I was like, no trees. They used to have trees, but they said because it was what's it called? I forget what the term was. Deforestation or something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They went and cut down all the trees.
Oh
And
wow.
so now they don't have trees.
So when they say it's hot as Hades out there,
that's the difference.
Oh, and somebody want to get out? Or he just standing
that
up?
is the truth.
Right. You know, that
Well, I
brings
think that Hades, when they say hot as Hades, it could go both ways. Because Hades, Hades, is another word for hell.
Right.
Well, we know what Hades is another word for hell. So if they say hot as Hades, they could be meaning that. But if they say hot as Hades, I might start using that. Man, it's hot as Hades.
And you'll be telling the truth.
Yep. Because they have no shade.
so I wonder what's the air quality like in those 4 areas, because the oxygen, you know, with the trees and everything, and
Right.
that, you know,
That's
just one of
true.
those.
Didn't think
Yeah.
about that because the
Yeah.
circulation, you make me have to go to science class, but I don't understand what you mean. Breathing out the carbon dioxide and
Right.
is it carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide?
I think it's monoxide.
One of them.
One of them.
It is monoxide.
Okay, carbon monoxide. And then getting back to oxygen. That's a good point. 'Cause
Yeah.
with no trees,
Yeah.
a lot of respiratory issues.
But when it's hot as Hades anyway, the trees don't help you. Because have you been to Arizona in the summertime?
Where is it that stale heat or Vegas?
Yeah.
Right.
That
Yeah,
stale
Vegas
heat, you like,
too.
oh, I can't
Yeah,
breathe.
Vegas
Be
too.
breathing hot air.
Yeah.
Dry. So,
Right.
So we have to end today on a funny note, and this guy here, man. I tell you, he's gonna get the Stupid Criminal Award. www.qz.com shares a story of a bank robber who thought that covering himself in lemon juice would help him get away with it.
Huh?
A bank robber thought covering himself in lemon juice would help him get away with it.
Okay, how did he think that?
Apparently, MacArthur Wheeler thought that rubbing lemon juice on his skin would render him invisible to videotape cameras. What? He said, after all, lemon juice is used as invisible ink. So he would have been completely invisible as long as he didn't come near a heat source. So he figured rubbing himself with the lemon juice as invisible ink, that putting lemon juice on himself would make him invisible. And do you know that they said They deemed him competent. They did not rule him being insane or mentally incompetent. He was competent and sane and just was misunderstanding the concept of the lemon juice.
Yeah, because who even knows that was a contest? So you have to have been smart enough to know that lemon juice does make invisible ink. They use lemon juice to make invisible ink, so we had to have known that.
Yeah, but he didn't have all his faculties because he didn't realize his body heat. But another factor in all of that.
And plus, I'm sure that wasn't the only ingredient in that ink.
Right.
So I have heard that if you use lemon juice to write a message, that it can, and they put on a piece of paper. But I've never heard that lemon juice can make your whole body invisible. That, I don't know.
Well,
I think there has to be some kind of mental insanity.
well,
you're saying if you put lemon juice on ink on a paper, it'll disappear?
No, just like use lemon juice and use that to write your words. And then when you put, because it's like it's one of those kids' experiments. And I think when you put the iron post to it, it's supposed to show up what you wrote in lemon juice. But that lemon juice is not powerful enough to make your whole body invisible.
yeah.
And a sane person would not think that.
Wow.
Well, you know, at this point, I would like to say thank you to Officer Smith, my dare officer back in elementary school, who taught me to say no. And this is the case where we all should just do that, you know?
Just say no.
Just
Hell
say
no.
no.
Yep, for real. Because he has been under the influence of something powerful. Because to think that was going to work,
Marshall.
I don't know. He's up there. You know what? He's probably one of those ones that would also get that injection of Lysol and think that that's going to work too.
See?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's that kind of thinking that does that. Well, that's Fun Fact Friday for today. Glad you tuned in. Enjoy